Welcome to MPItv. On this episode, we're discussing how a better community leads to better business, particularly for organizations enacting meaningful diversity and inclusion commitments. According to a collaborative study conducted by MPI and New York University's Jonathan M. Tisch Center of Hospitality, the state of inclusion in meetings and events showed that 56% of meeting professionals said they have written diversity and inclusion policies, and 42% said that their organization hosts these statements on their websites. Anthony Greco with Core Learning joins us now. Anthony, why are we seeing more organizations focus on diversity and inclusion?
I think there are a few reasons. First of all, there is the elephant in the room, which is compliance. In an age where we're seeing a lot of lawsuits, a lot of discriminatory claims towards individuals, it's really important to be focused on these issues. Now, that said, I also like to focus on the more positive aspects of why it's becoming important. More and more, we're seeing research come out saying how important diversity is. And it's not enough to just have diversity, but you need to have inclusion. How do we leverage these individuals to really contribute to the organizations and give us better bottom line impact?
So how can we as an industry put more focus on the step beyond diversity, which is inclusion?
There's so many ways that we can look to leverage the individuals around us and the talent around us, and really looking at every stage of the employment life cycle. The diversity aspect comes in very oftentimes in the recruiting and hiring segment of things, and then it tends to fall off a little bit. But we need to think about who are we promoting, who are we assigning tasks to, what does our leadership pipeline look like? We want to make sure that we're building an organization that looks like what we want it to look like in the future, not that it looks like what we do now.
Can you speak to how recruitment, mentorship, and sponsorship are sustainable ways to enhancing diversity within organizations?
So it all starts with recruitment. We need to look at non-traditional sources for hires. There's tons of technology that will help us write more inclusive job descriptions that will attract a wider range of individuals to begin with. There's also technology that will anonymize resumes, but then mentorship is also really key. And I often talk about the importance of reverse mentoring as well. You know, an ideal mentoring relationship should be two ways. Sponsorship, much like mentorship, has a lot of benefits that can happen both ways, but it's really important, especially for underrepresented communities in the workforce, to feel like they have someone on their side, someone who is speaking up for them, sharing their concerns, advocating for them. By having a structured sponsorship plan in place, we're really able to make sure that people that maybe would have been overlooked in the past are given an equal opportunity.
Anthony, thank you so much for joining us. For a deeper dive into how diversity and inclusion leads to better business, read the full story in the January issue of The Meeting Professional.